Everyone thinks Crawford has this fight figured out. Everyone believes speed beats power. But what I'm about to show you from Canelo's private gym will change everything you thought you knew about this fight. Here's why every slick boxer eventually gets caught by Canelo. Here's why switching stances won't save Crawford. And here's why running backwards only delays the inevitable. Watch how Canelo turns your best moves against you. These are the exact punches that ended Sergey Kovalev's night. The same brutal sequence that dropped Amir Khan instantly. Crawford's never felt this kind of power, and this training shows Canelo's ready to unleash it from round one. Each combination is designed to find the perfect opening. This preparation shows why Canelo doesn't just win fights, he changes careers. These combinations don't just score points, they create highlight reels. Look at the timing, the angles, the finishing power. Crawford's unbeaten streak isn't just at risk. One mistake could end everything. Observe the precision, the setup, the execution. This isn't just a threat to Crawford's undefeated record. His entire legacy could unravel in a single exchange. Behind closed doors, Canelo's been preparing for something specific, something Crawford's team hoped would never get out. This footage reveals the one thing that could end Crawford's perfect record forever. Canelo's literally studying how to destroy switch hitters. This special bag mimics exactly how slippery fighters move, but watch how Canelo's learning to cut off every escape route. Every punch is aimed at where Crawford thinks he's untouchable. While Crawford practices on regular bags, Canelo's mastering the science of catching moving targets. Crawford finally responded after watching Canelo's training videos with Boots Ennis, but his reaction shows fear instead of confidence. When fighters start explaining themselves before the fight happens, they're already losing the mental battle.
So, what that mean? He's not me. Yeah. You know, as much as a lot of people, you know, say we have similarities and, you know, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, you know, and I'm not him. So.
Yeah.
The man who's been helping Canelo prepare for Crawford's exact style just gave his real prediction. After working with Canelo and watching the preparation firsthand, Boots Ennis can't fake what he's seen. His forecast will crush Crawford supporters.
That's a big jump, to be, going from 54 to 68. I mean, it's a great fight for boxing, big fight for boxing. Yeah, I guess the world wants to see it. So, yeah.
Boots Ennis just broke fighter loyalty. He's saying what he really believes after training with Canelo against Crawford's style. When your own division rival only gives you 30% odds, that's the cold truth.
I think Crawford could have a chance, but I would lean more towards Canelo though.
Canelo's sparring with Crawford's biggest threat to send a clear message. Boots knows every trick Crawford uses, and now he's showing Canelo exactly where the openings are. Crawford's watching his own style get dissected in real time. Even Keith Thurman can see what Crawford's missing. This is championship-level preparation. When a former welterweight king calls this work world-class and beautiful, Crawford should be paying attention. The whole boxing world is watching Canelo improve while Crawford stays the same.
Get to you.
Hey Keith, what do you think about Ennis joining Canelo for the Crawford camp?
Hey, good stuff, man. That's beautiful. Anywhere. That's beautiful, man.
Thurman, saying this is the best switch hitter Canelo can get, is basically calling out Crawford's weaknesses. When a former champion gets this impressed watching Canelo work, it means Crawford's walking into something completely new.
World class, it's the best switch hitter he can get. That's not his opponent, As champions working with champions, in the modern day and age, man. You don't get that a lot, It reminds me back when I was supposed to fight Marcos Maidana, and I got Sean Porter for sparring.
Thank you, boss.
So I like it.
Sebastian Fundora just told the truth nobody wants to hear about Crawford. While Crawford's fans make predictions, a real 154-pound champion is explaining why size and power always win. The 6'6" giant who actually competes at this weight just gave Crawford a reality check.
To favor Canelo or Crawford?
Canelo. Yeah.
What do you think is the most significant part of that matchup in Canelo versus Crawford?
That he's comfortable at 168. That he's been fighting there. He went and collected all the belts at that weight class. Crawford, of course, Crawford has a chance. He has a big chance, being one of the pound-for-pound fighters of the world. But it's just the advantage of being there first. You know what to expect in that weight class. Crawford's coming off a 154 fight that he fought last year. So I really don't consider him even a 154. He's been fighting at 147 for a while. He had that one fight at 154, and then he stopped fighting for a year again. So, of course he's probably been training, again, high-class fighter. But to be comfortable at 168, you're going to have to do some fights in there. And going in there fighting the undisputed champion, it's going to take a toll.
But Fundora revealed something even more dangerous. The real purpose behind Canelo's training with Boots Ennis. What he says next proves this whole camp is mental warfare designed to break Crawford's confidence before the first bell rings.
I think it's good for Canelo's camp to have a fighter like Ennis. Because, he likes to switch right-handed, southpaw. I think Canelo probably didn't need that. But, the fact that Ennis went might cause a little bit of drama. I think he did it for a dramatic effect. But, great fighter at 147, but 154 is a different division. They have me in there, so we'll see what he can do.
Crawford thought he intimidated Canelo, but he actually made things worse for himself. This breakdown shows why challenging Canelo's pride was the biggest mistake Crawford could make.
And ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's going to be very difficult. He's going to be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you.
Crawford's biggest error wasn't the face-off. It was thinking Canelo would let it slide. This expert breakdown proves why personal battles with Canelo always end badly. Crawford just gave Canelo extra motivation to end his career. Dimitri Bivol went 12 hard rounds with Canelo, and his warning about that power should terrify every welterweight. This comes from a man who's never been knocked down, never been seriously hurt, but still calls Canelo's shots something completely different, something Crawford's never experienced.
Oh, man.
That confrontation wasn't just drama, it was Canelo choosing his target. This man has been hit by middleweights, super middleweights, and welterweights. Gabe Rosado knows real power from fake power. His honest opinion about Crawford's punching will surprise every boxing fan.
So I don't see how Crawford could hurt Canelo, because Canelo's been in there with Kovalev. He's been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big punchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can a guy that's really a 47-pounder, even though he's up in weight, I don't see how he can hurt Canelo.
Robert Garcia trains with both weight classes and knows elite boxing inside and out. What he's about to say about this matchup comes from someone who sees championship-level fighters every single day.
But look, on paper, Canelo should win. Canelo's bigger and stronger. And if Canelo lands good punches, I think Canelo could hurt Crawford. Crawford's, first time in that division and jumping 2 divisions where he only had 1 fight at 154 and didn't look his best either. So there's a lot of questions, about that. And that's why a lot of people think Canelo is going to knock out Crawford. But I'm probably one of the only ones that I do give Crawford a chance.
Garcia tells the truth about weight jumps. He's watched too many great fighters get destroyed by moving up in weight. So here's what we know. From Bivol's power testimony to Garcia's knockout call, from Fundora's weight reality to Boots Ennis giving Crawford just 30% odds after training with Canelo personally. Every expert, every insider, every fighter who understands both men is saying the exact same thing. Crawford is heading into trouble. But here's what I want to know. Is Crawford really confident enough to prove everyone wrong? Or does he already see what's coming and just wants the biggest payday of his career? Tell me your honest prediction in the comments. No sugarcoating allowed. If you want more exclusive training footage and insider analysis that mainstream boxing media won't show you, hit that subscribe button, because this is just the beginning. The real story always comes out, and we'll be here to break down every single moment of it.